Good evening, everybody. Good evening, James.
Good evening, Richard.
How are you doing?
Very well. How are you doing, more importantly?
I'm not too bad tonight, my friend. Not too bad at all. We've got some special guests coming in tonight, as you should all know.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, so that's all good. We've got a few people in. I think, shall we bring the guests in?
We'll say hello to the chat.
Shall we say hello to a few people first, shall we?
And then I think we'll let them know who we've got JR in for.
We've got JR reselling in. We've got Sean. We've got my mum. Hi, mum. Hi, Elaine, Antoinette, Elaine, Helen. Evening. Tam and Bell. We've got Chris Tyler. We've got Sean, and we've got Andrew Money Mental in as well. And we've got Cherry Jane and Kathy. So we'll bring tonight's guests in then. We've got Big Steve, and we've got Little Steve.
I got that side. That threw me then. All that is.
They're on the wrong side. It's like Ant and Dec. How do I change it?
Thank God. No, leave it.
Leave it like that. Oh, you just want to bug him.
You can bring on the YouTube haul first and then bring me on last if you want to swap it over.
Oh, is that what I have to do? Oh, yeah. Steve wants to stay there now. Look, it's going to be domestics.
He's always jumped to being underneath you, Rich. That's what it was.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, well, I'll let him have his fun. Good evening. Hope you're all right.
Do you know, if you said that you were dressing up as Bond villains, I would have made the effort.
I've come as Jaws.
We thought we'd better dress up, because we've got you two guys on. We've got Pink Theme Park Toys in. We've got Monkey Thrifter. We've got Vinny. We've got Antoinette. Hi, everybody. I hope you're good. Yeah, no, that's the reason we dressed up. I'm sweating in here because I've got lights on and everything. So it's
it's a bit going out myself.
It's a bit warm. Yeah, I think we should be going out. Right. So good evening to the two Steves, the movie chat guys. Most of you probably know them already. If you don't, then go over and check that. We'll get a link in the chat for the for their channels, and I'll also after this put it in the description for those that are watching after because I forgot to do it before. So I'm going to start. I just want to do a couple of thank yous. Thank you, Brum Reseller, for sending me the Flash Gordon record. Amazing. Thank you to Stu. He's donated another dinosaur toe and fur for auction, which is great. And there was something else. Oh, and thanks to Brum Reseller. Not Brum Reseller. Dave of Werner Bikers Lifestyle. ABL resells now. He spotted my Sputnik lamp in the background and said he wanted to buy it. So thanks, Dave Keith, for that as well. So yeah,
you get these sales these days, is it?
Well, you don't even have to do anything. I just swap a few bits around on the background now. It's like shopping.
To be honest, that's how I got half of this lot was by watching you lot and just going behind you. How much do you want for
that?
Right, so I've done my thank yous. James, do you want to do your thing?
Yeah. So I normally do my pickup of the week. Picked these up today for £2. So £2, right? This is what £2 gets you. So I love living up north, by the way. It's the place to be.
It's like he should be on Sky Sports News, doesn't he?
I know. Oh, Uggs for £2.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, and all legit. Basically, what she's done is she's left them out. So they've got a couple of marks. But if anyone's ever watched Cola Flippers video, they're quite easy to restore. And lucky enough, so they've got marks on them there.
Yeah.
But if you soak them, you scrub them, you clean them, you can even slightly dye them if you need to. But they're all the legit one with the boxes and everything.
Nice.
£2. And this is probably going to be £2. And because of the darker ones as well, anything I do to restore it or get the colour back, I'll be able to get away with it more. But we're probably looking £2 into a minimum of 40, but I'm probably going to be looking 50 to 60. They are
too small.
UK 6.5. 6.5.
They look perfect on you, Steve.
Beautiful.
That's a bargain. That's a bargain.
Oh, And that's like probably one of the best bargains I've ever had in a long time. It was so. This is how rude I am. I said, "Oh, how much are they?" She said, £3. Now all of you would have gone, "There's £3." I went, "Oh," I said, "Could you do £2?"
Yeah,
that's one of my pet hates. That is, someone would say it's a £5. You haggle him down to £4 or £4.50, and then you pay the fucking £5 anyway. Pardon for the language, guys. I know you've only just started, and there goes your monetization straight away.
I'm not monetized.
Have you got change?
Hi, Damien.
Yeah, have you got change of a £5 or just haggled you down?
Oh, Steve, I'm not. I go to my post office and I have all the change, so I'm not chucking 20 quids at them and being like that. But if I work it out, I get 10 items, and if I can get £1 off each of them, that's £10 at the end of the day, and it all adds up to what I take there. And she can say no, she can say no, £3. And to be fair, a lot of people are firm. They'll normally say, no, it's got to be £5, it's worth it. And I'm like, that's fine. But I've got in the routine that I used to cringe at doing it, but I was like, actually, I added it up one week, what I did in a month, and ended up saving myself £40 by doing it. So I was like, what's 40? I'm £40 better off. And plus, I'm just about to go into full-time reselling. So all them little margins make a big difference in this at the end of the day.
We feel bad now, don't we, Steve?
No.
Well, if you two guys want to introduce yourselves and try and punt your channel a little bit, let's just tell everybody what you're doing. But everyone in the channel, in the chat, knows anyway. I think I don't know if we've got any new people, and hopefully we have. If you haven't subbed to Steve and Steve's movie chats, then go over and do it, because they got a good thing. We haven't even got the posh link videos that they've got over there. They got all the posh stuff over there.
Really?
He's absolutely nailed it with those intros.
Oh no, he's sorted it right out. So do you want to just introduce yourselves?
I'll let you go, mate.
I'm Steve. I'm what you would refer to as Big Steve out the pair. He's Little Steve. I'm not a reseller. The missus is the reseller. That's how we got into your community. She was watching videos, and she was watching the likes of Chris and Andrew and that lot. And I just happened to jump into a couple of the chats and got talking to Chris and bought some stuff off him. And movie chats just went from there. When we went into lockdown, we got a message saying we want to do something in the way of like a chat show type of thing, but other than reselling, and movie chats was born. That's where we met Little Steve. Really, we spoke to each other on the odd occasion on the chat, didn't we? But there was nothing really until we went live on camera.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, isn't it? Really, you've sort of nailed it there. I mean, I've obviously the Little Steve, although I'm yet to debate that. I think I'm taller than him, but never mind.
But you've been it.
Yeah, I like to do a bit of reselling part-time, which is how I got into the community. But yeah, we started chatting to Chris, and we'd mentioned about maybe doing something with movies. So we started doing that with him. And then when he wanted to sort of take the break from it, we decided to sort of give it a go and see how we get on. Because at the end of the day, we just both love movies, don't we, really? Just love chatting about it, and I'd do it off camera as much as I would do it on camera, to be fair. But we just like to have a laugh, and there's a great community of people, so we're dead happy with it. But we're just sort of starting again and growing the channel, aren't we, mate?
Yeah.
So it's doing well.
And like you say, Rich, you've been on a couple of times now, and at the end of the show, we're asking questions. We're evolving every week. We've got different. We try to stay away from the segments and the BTs, but after that first week, we found it difficult to keep the pace. And then it was from there, we just went, you know what, we're going to have to do it. And it just keeps us formatted, it keeps us on track, and we know where we're going. And like you say, they've come on quite well. For that first week we had it, I don't think Steve saw half of what we played that second week until he saw it live with you guys, because it was just one of those things. It was and I don't know if you noticed on the second week that you and Andrew were on, I was doing something during the end, and that was the end. That was the outro that we were building during the show.
Yeah.
So Yeah, we're just taking it 1 week as it goes, aren't we, mate, and see where we go from there.
Yeah, we just want it to evolve, don't we? And just see what the chat wants. And I mean, we're learning a lot at the same time, because even when we're doing research for some of the stuff that we're going through, you know, we're picking up things that we didn't even know. So for us, it's as much a hobby and a passion, really, isn't it?
Well, we learn. I think we all learn every time we go on someone's, or we talk to someone, or even watch someone. I always learn something new every time. I don't claim to know it all. Myself, I'm a film freak, as you know, and you know, there's stuff I don't know about films, and I love learning new stuff all the time. It's amazing.
Lana's come up with a drinking game for you, Rich.
Yeah.
For every time that we mention a film, for every piece of memorabilia you're selling from that film, we have to have a shot. I said, screw that. I'll be pissed by the end of the show.
Yeah, I will know. I'll be wrecked after about 10 minutes.
I'm up for that. Let's start the bidding.
Let's go. So we've got
Laney. Let me go get a bottle of Southern Comfort.
Oh, that's a bit much for me. I'll stick to the gin. We've got Laney. We've got Dave Roussells. We've got Ian in. Peter Monkey Thrifter, I think I said. We've got Laurel. Got Stu Mandry in now. Hi guys. Good to have you all here on a Saturday.
Dave Resells, he normally works on a Saturday, but he's big fans of Steve, loves their movie chat. And I was chatting to him early on the week, and he said, I'm buzzing, because he said, I've always wanted to watch a live from start to finish. And he said, what a week. He said, I'm watching the four gents.
Oh, that's nice.
So big shout out to Dave showing his love to us, all four of us. Big thank you, mate.
Yep, it's all good.
Sorry, guys, we just had a bit of an issue with an ice cream going everywhere.
That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. Movies and ice cream go together, don't they?
Are you sure it's ice cream, Steve? You never just got excited.
So we've got loads. We've got 41 people in, which is great. Like I say, thank you for coming in. Really appreciate it. Coming to spend your Saturday night with us. With us here. We're excited to have you here. We're going to try out a new little game today, so I'll hand you over to James for that one.
We know nothing.
So before we did the live, we asked the Steves to bring a blindfold, and basically I'm going to kind of put your film knowledge against one another, and basically one of you is going to have a blindfold. So it's a bit like charades. You're going to have to help each other.
He obviously hasn't seen. He never saw the quiz shows, did he, Steve?
So I don't want you.
No, this one's a bit different. You don't have to know too much.
Okay. So I don't want you to dupe each other out. You know, you seem like you both want full competition. So one of you's got to explain the film without saying the title. It's pretty much charades, but I've been super lazy. Also, I'm dyslexic as well, so I'm not going to start putting film titles up that are spelt wrong. I'm going to be holding up a DVD on the screen, and then you've got to explain it. So obviously, it'll give you a bit of help because you'll see the front screen. So as an example, if I was to bring up Ant-Man, you might say the super small superhero in the Marvel universe, and then you'd be like Ant-Man type of thing. So I reckon we'll go for 100 seconds on the clock each.
100 seconds.
Yeah, because then it gives them time to explain it. Yeah. And then basically whoever's doing the explaining, you're getting nothing that round. It's the answers. It's the person who's blindfolded.
Whoever's guessing
and says it. It's you who's getting them points in that 100 seconds. You're basically paying for pride. You're playing for pride.
Do you know why I'm laughing? Because when we've got the friends and the neighbours around, we play a game called Blockbuster. I don't know if you've seen it, but you've got like different categories, and it's either quote it, act it, or one word, and it's got all the different things. And when it comes to like quoting it and acting it, Lana always tells me I overthink it. So I've only got 100 seconds now with a DVD cover, and that's it. We're not getting any of this.
And you just got to describe. You got to obviously just describe it and try and get to name the film without saying the title.
So I'm obviously going to give you one one each, just to kind of see how it would work before you put the blindfolds on. Just as an example, how you would have to think on the spot. You've got 100 seconds, and as I said, it's the person who is blindfolded who gets the points that round. You're playing for pride, and if you like it this time round, and you're up for this again, you want to come and join us again, what we might do is we might have you two, whereabouts you both accumulating your points against me and Richard. So obviously, I wanted to try it.
It does seem like it's just us today, doesn't it?
Yeah, but well, we might be using you guys as guinea pigs. Apologies regarding that. So what I'll do is if I get Big Steve to close his eyes,
he's got a thing to put over.
Or put his blindfold on. Even better. Put your blindfold on.
Over your face, mate. That'll do. Just
well, do you know what? I went to put my Mandalorian helmet on, thinking that would be cool. But then I realised I could see out of it.
You can see through the thin visor. Yeah. You can definitely see through it.
Right.
That's
good.
So
as an example, we will go quiet. This will come up, and then you will have to explain that.
So are we doing it right now?
No, we're not doing it now. Not doing it now. This is just an example. So you will explain that film, and if you don't like that as an example, you can say pass, and I'll lift up the next one for you. So
okay. So you want me to do this now?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Hang on, because I've got to start the 100 seconds.
No, Richard, Richard is not.
Oh no, go on then. Yeah, no, just to practice then. Go on.
Before I do that, can I mention any actors?
Yeah, you can mention the actors. You can everything. You can say everything but the name of the film. If you actually say any of that.
So you ready, Steve?
Yeah, I can't breathe.
Bring the bottom bit up over your mouth.
Ice skating movie. Will Ferrell.
Blades of Glory.
Yeah. Yay! You can bring your mask down. You can bring your mask down. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
That's the aim of the game.
That's the aim of the game. That's your 100
and you know when your 100 seconds is over because we've got the old.
You know when your 100 seconds is over because Steve be like that when he's got his blindfold on.
Got falling asleep.
well, what you could do is just have your mouth there. So I don't want you passing out. I don't want you passing out.
Hang on. Let's have a look at Andrew's comment.
Here we go.
Right. Okay. So we've got Porky's in now as well. And Vinny. So who's going first?
Go on, I've got my blindfold ready to go. So Steve can go first.
Okie dokie. So.
And Richard, you're counting us in.
Yep. Hang on. I've got to put you up on big screen.
Oh, now, what I will say as well, gents, is there's some films I've got whereabouts they're box sets of a film. I just need it to be there. So, as an example, if I had a box set of, say I had a couple of Friends episodes as an example, Series 1 and Series 2 of Friends on the screen, you just need to say Friends. So, certain films I've got are like, it doesn't matter. It's just the actual title. I'll point to the actual title.
Can I say whether it's a TV series or a film now?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, you can say that. As long as you don't say the title, that's all I don't want you guys to do.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, I'm loving the Bane mask now. Now I see what it is. It's actually quality.
Cool. Yeah,
that's quality. I like that a lot.
That is cool. Right, shall we get cracking on then?
Just so you know, Steve, I would have given you £3 now. I've seen you with that mask on. I wouldn't have asked.
I still paid with a £5.
Righto.
Right.
Are we ready?
1 second. I wait for them both to give us that.
Do you want to bring it up over your mouth, Steve, or you're all right?
No, I'm all right. Go on.
You sure? Right. Yeah. So I'll start the 100 seconds now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is part of it's a trilogy. The first bit is a trilogy, and it's about somebody that has to deliver something to somewhere. They all go on a quest together, and there is a big fire eye.
Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. The next one is about a gang or a group of young children, of young kids or teenagers, sort of things, that go on a quest to find some treasure. Predominantly 80s movie.
Goonies.
Yep.
Okay, this one is this is about a pink coloured cat.
Pink Panther.
Yep.
I'll let you have that. You did say pink, but I'll let you.
Oh, right. So this one is a 70s movie. I think it's an 80s movie, starring John Travolta. He likes to have a bit of a dance.
Saturday Night Fever.
Yep.
Oh, come off it. Okay, so
you can
this
say pass. You can say pass if you want to.
No, this one is a Tom Cruise movie. It's 2 words. The first word is a flavour of ice cream, and the second word is what's above your head.
That's it, guys.
I would say Vanilla Sky.
Yep.
Oh, we'll let you have that. We'll let you have that.
Based on the ice cream.
Yep. There you go. So we've got
We're on 5 points.
Steve's got 5 points. Yeah.
5 points. Well done. Brilliant effort.
Hang on, I was the one explaining it. This is.
Yeah, no, but he's guessed it. See, now it's your turn.
That's why I wanted you both to be fair. I wanted
you better be good, Steve. You better be good.
Bunch of teenagers that might go to a mountain who goes to a volcano and
yeah,
get
I
on the
struggled on that one. I couldn't think of it without giving away the word ring.
See, I know it's hard when you put on the spot because like this is new for us and it's new for you to do it as well. But Lord of the Rings, I would have just gone my precious.
Yeah, exactly. You could go,
impression.
hey, you guys.
Yeah. So can you obviously can quote parts of it. Can you mention characters' names?
As long as you don't say the title. So
right.
On that one, you did say pink.
For instance,
it's fine. I'll let it off.
Yeah. Say for instance, if it's Dirty Harry, go on, punk, make my day, or something like that. Just anything like that.
Okay. In Richard's accent.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I'll be here all day trying to get Richard's accent right.
Yeah, no, it's rubbish, isn't it? Right.
So then, let's crack on. See what we've got.
Let's get blindfolded up.
It's getting blindfolded up. I'm just topping up the water.
I'm just gonna have a little sip of me drinky poos because I'm sweltering in here.
Now it's not the time to climb on me.
Jesus, I brought something fashionable. You look like something from 50 Shades of Grey.
It's from the red room. It's from the red room.
Where's my candle wax?
It's when someone just joins us now.
I'm trying to get as much into my eyes so I can't bloody see.
If one of these is 50 Shades of Grey now, Steve, I'm fucked.
I know, yeah. All you've got to do is laugh, but
literally.
Yeah.
Right. Are we ready?
No, go on.
No? Okay, right. I'm going to start 100 seconds now.
Okay. It's second movie of a trilogy. 3 blokes go out on a night out before a wedding, and it all goes
over part 2.
Yeah.
Well done.
War film. Platoon.
No, this is my rifle. This is my sword.
Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, that's good.
You can say pass.
Madonna's Like a Virgin is a woman that just likes taking dick. And you're not giving that waitress a tip.
What?
Mr. Pink, Mr. Brown, Mr. Yellow.
Oh, Usual Suspects.
No.
Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
Well done.
This particular character fights Godzilla.
King Kong.
Yeah.
Well done.
Oh, bloody hell. French actor named after a car company. One word that it's a name.
Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Don't know how you got that one.
What's that? Okay. Think of my face mask.
Predator.
No.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a trilogy. Christian Bale.
That's it.
Dark Knight.
Yeah, I'll let you have that.
That's harder than it looks. That I thought you'd get the Reservoir one by that.
Yeah. I couldn't hear you because I've got him trying to rip this off, and I've got an
Richard, I don't want you to give anything away, but I think we have a winner.
Yeah, we do have a winner. This the first time we've ever played this game. I say it was just us trying it out, and we thought it'd be fun. And obviously, you guys are the movie guys, so it was a good little thing to start. Little Steve with 6 and Big Steve with 5, unfortunately.
Is that just because I got through them quicker and he had more?
Probably. Could you explain them? But you're better at explaining.
Definitely. And next time, in all fairness, guys,
plenty of time to practice.
You will show them to us next time, and then we'd add up the scores. So you would have 11, and then we would verse you next time.
Yeah, cool, yeah.
So you either need to be very quick, Steve, or I just need to slow down.
That was good, though.
Very good.
You don't have to have an explanation as to why you lost, Steve. It just happened.
That was good. We just wanted to give it a little taster, really, and just try it out. And I say, because you're the movie blokes, and we all love movies, so we thought we'd try it on you two, and then next time we'll have a little pair like doubles.
No, that was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't last long. A couple of 100 seconds, but it's it's good just to try it out because, like, say we've never tried it before, and James sort of came up with the idea. So
thanks, James. That was good.
I thought it'd be good, especially with you guys on. So that was cool. Who else we got in? We've got Dave. We've got Tom and Bell. I've seen some other names come in. Have you guys seen any of the new films that have come out lately?
I think the latest new one I've seen was Black Widow.
Oh, was it? Good film.
Jilly's in.
I see Tori's bringing in a Brucey as well.
Oh, good game.
Good game.
Do you think Black Widow was a good film?
Yeah. I'm not gonna even say that I've sold props from it. But I have sold props from it.
I watched the 10 Rings. I thought that was fantastic. I 100% recommend watching that.
10 Rings.
Yeah,
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. Yeah, it's fantastic.
New Marvel, isn't it?
It really is. It's like an Ant-Man. It's so funny and so good.
It's supposed to retcon the Mandarin, isn't it, from Iron Man 3? It's supposed to put some of that right.
Really right. Yeah. Massively. It really helps a lot. It's got a lot that's going to connect them into Doctor Strange. And you can see how they're naturally just going to be there. He's very good at what he does. And from a martial arts point of view, obviously, the character was originally created because of Bruce Lee in the comics. So to see him like that level of like kung fu film in a Marvel scenario, they really did a lot of justice. Mm-hmm. I don't watch a lot of kung fu's. I'm a Red Dragon guy. I watch the highlight reel of films, but overall it was fantastic. And yeah, you guys will love it. Like if you can go watch it, go watch it.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what they do with Iron Fist now, because it all ties into Iron Fist. And after the poor reception the series got from Netflix, is that going to draw Iron Fist back out? But we don't know, do you really?
Yeah, with the multiverse, it doesn't stop them redoing it. At the end of the day, take Deadpool for example. The first ever film he was in was just rubbish, utter rubbish. And then Reynolds, then Reynolds got to come out and then do Deadpool properly in the outfit instead of this weird version. And
the Merc with a mouth had no mouth.
Yeah, Yeah, with the mouth and all that. Yeah, it was just weird.
Well, I don't think they actually had the rights to his costume when they'd done Wolverine Origins, did they? Really? That's why Wade looked the way he did. But,
yeah, that's most probably. I mean, I enjoyed it before they turned him into it. You know, when he was a character in that, he was like the character before.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah,
it was Wolverine Origins, wasn't it? I watched it yesterday.
Yeah,
and he's got no mouth.
Yeah, that's the one.
He shows he gets it shown shut, doesn't he?
Yeah,
all the way through the film. They tell him to shut up, and then at the end,
no mouth. I'm just going to try and share your link in the chat.
And he survives as well.
There's a lot of people saying they enjoyed that. I mean, obviously, it wasn't a long game. Usually the Would I Lie to You goes on longer, but that's why we wanted to try it on these two guys, because they're the movie guys.
Well, I tell you what, guys, then instead of you trying to get us back on to do a quiz, we've signed up for Laney's Halloween fundraiser special. And Steve signed us up for a doubles quiz on that, and Laney's going to host it. So if you two want to, you could come on as either our partners, and we can pit ourselves up against each other.
When is it?
It's 28th, I think she said, didn't she?
Is that on a Saturday?
Yeah.
No, are we not doing it on a Thursday?
What are we doing? I don't know.
Oh, we'll see. Anyway, we'll see, because obviously we've also got like plans for our Halloween party.
Well, we're only a little channel, Rich, and we're only on for an hour and a half. I'm sure you can give us some of your.
Listen, you won't be little for long. You know, you're on here now. You know, you're on my little channel. You're on my little channel that I've been sweating buckets trying to grow it for the last year and a half. I'm just trying to get your.
What did you gents think to the trailer that dropped this week? Then the Matrix.
Well, I liked it. Oh, I did like it. Yeah.
I'm gonna hold my hands up, and I still haven't seen it.
What?
Really?
Mate, it's 3 minutes. Come on, you could have watched
I know
it.
It's 3 minutes. I know it's 3 minutes, and I was hoping your intro was going to take longer than that, Steve, so I could actually get around to watching it. But it was just one of those. I just haven't got around to doing it.
I briefly saw a bit of it earlier. I haven't seen the whole thing. It looked all right. It looked good.
We talked a little bit about it on Thursday, obviously, because Steve brought it up there. I am intrigued on how Neo and Trinity are still in it, but we've now got a younger Morpheus. So I don't know if they've gone back, because obviously at the end of Matrix 3, Neo goes back in and resets the Matrix. That's the end of the film. He sort of sacrifices himself.
It's like he's sort of learning.
Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen it, a 20-year-old film. Sorry, but it is that case of I'm intrigued to see how he's come back, how his eyesight's returned, because he's blind at the end of that. Is he gone into a previous version of the Matrix to help Morpheus become Morpheus, or what? Like I said, I haven't seen it all, so I'm just guessing. I'm spitballing, but I think the trailer doesn't answer any of that.
I think my concept and my understanding is that I think you might be right about potentially the Morpheus side of things. My feeling is because his body was left there, and the truce at the end of that film was only to do with the actual place where they all live, that they're still going to be harvesting humans. And I believe what they've done is, because Neo is the one, they've kept him there and plugged him into the Matrix. And from what I understand from what I've seen of the trailer, he was pill popping blue pills. So I think they've basically been trying to drug him up so he doesn't realize who he is. And I've got a funny feeling that potentially, even though Trinity did die, maybe they've done the same thing with her. Maybe they've been able to kind of save her, because both of their bodies were that end of they didn't die there. They died there, if that makes sense. And I've just got
Trinity died on the way to the command room, didn't she?
Yeah. So but she's not near the town, if you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So they could move her body wherever. It would be there. They could do what they want with her. we'll see what happens. But I've got a funny feeling.
I've put the link for the movie chats, guys, in the. I've highlighted it on the screen, so if you can go and check that out, guys, go and give them a sub, give them a like, watch their films, and let's get them up there.
So you were talking about Black Widow 2. Black Widow before. And they've announced that she's getting a second film, haven't they? And they're going to keep it with the Guardian and a sister and whatever else. What's your view on the theory that the bad guy in Black Widow 2 is going to be Omega Red, who is like one of the Russian mutants from X-Men? Because there was a cutscene in Deadpool that shows him being in the cell in Deadpool 2 when he's all locked up and Cable comes in to kill the kid. One of the other prisoners is Omega Red. And they cut him from there because of the links of what they want to do going forward in the actual Marvel universe. So do you reckon that's their way of bringing the mutants into the mainstream MCU?
I think the mutants will appear in Doctor Strange, personally. I think literally you're talking Fantastic Four, X-Men, the multiverse of madness is going to blow everything up. I think that'll then that'll just work. Whether or not that's the villain, I don't know. But it's just the only thing about Widow is I just wish it came out 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago,
when Infinity War was out.
Yeah,
so it all linked together properly.
Yes, Rob, he's my.
So I'll stop talking about films that are just released now. Sorry, I just read the comment there about the spoilers. So.
Sharon, she was going to watch it.
We should have really called the channel Spoiler Alert, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
I'm going to get a T-shirt made up that says Spoiler Alert.
I haven't got any of them posh things that says Spoiler Alert, Spoiler Alert. We haven't got that on. We don't have that on here yet. Oh, hang on. We've got Laney's put something up. The Charity Reseller YouTube Festival is on the weekend of Halloween. So whatever you're planning, Rich, hopefully if you don't mind. Yeah, of course we'll be part of it. 100%. 100% we'll be part of it.
Oh, yeah.
What I might do is because obviously we've been planning a Halloween party, so this is all getting doled out in here, and James is doing his, and we're going to sort of have a party and everyone can join. But obviously we can have that running, and I can use my phone to do your thing as well. It's fine. We can, we'll do something. 100%. 100%. We'd love to be part of it.
Count us in.
Count us in.
Count us in.
Oh, PvP's lost his sound a few minutes ago at the restart. We've got Husty in. I hope you're good, mate. Nice to see you in. We've got Robin from America. Just sold an X-Men 4 first Amiga Red on auction, $70. I haven't got a clue. Is it Fist Amiga Red or First Amiga Red? I don't know. Who's that? Elaine saying, "Do you need subtitles for Scouse Steve PvP?"
I have not Scouse.
And Andrew's on the poll.
Yeah, he's on it as always.
He's on the poll.
Looking for new victims, isn't
he? What's that? Oh, just a question to Tam. What's this? Noticed that too. And looking into it. I don't know what that is. Big Steve strikes again. Yeah, I want to see that. I
like this next comment, Richard.
What, the next one after that?
Yeah.
The 2 that are going for jobs and the 2 that just got sacked. Well done, mate. That was a blinder.
Cush, you like that one.
He obviously spoke to Chris before Chris announced it, Steve.
Yeah. I had the charity channel hop and Halloween party last year. I wanted to do something at the same time every year. Nick and Andrew wanted to do a festival. No, 100%. It's fine. It's fine. I say, I don't even know what day Halloween's on, but like obviously we have the Saturday Night Live, so we're gonna do a Halloween thing. But like no, we can fit it in. It's fine.
Definitely.
We've also got a big Christmas thing happening as well all over Christmas, so there's loads going on, and we've got loads more games to play. That was just a little taster. We didn't want it going on too long in case it didn't work, but actually I thought it was quite funny.
Yeah, the best thing is I basically ring Richard midday and he's like, "You're all right? Is everything all right?" I'm like, "I've come with this great idea of a game."
Well, Rich sent me a message. I was talking to Steve early on in the afternoon. He said, "So what's the plan for this afternoon and this evening? Because I don't think we've had any links or anything." About half an hour later, we get a link from Rich. Here's the link for tonight. I forgot to send it to you. Oh, and by the way, you need a blindfold. And I'm like, what the fuck?
No, but I'm quite looking forward to it because, like, it's, you know, obviously it's all right. We can see it, so we know. But like when you're blindfolded, to say when we do the teams, it'll be good because like you just won't have a clue. See how good we really are.
Yeah.
Smash it. Oh, James. That's James. He's in the chat.
Oh,
yeah, but no, it's good. Are they bringing out a new John Wick?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
That's what I want to see.
That's another series for me that I think it's at its time.
Oh, I can
get that.
Each John Wick film, the story gets weaker and weaker and weaker.
Yeah. The first one was definitely the best.
Yeah, and then it's just more fighting, killing, and I don't think I've ever thought myself of saying that there's too much action in an action film.
Yeah.
But I think John Wick 3 got to that level where I'd rather be watching Jack Reacher than John Wick.
Jack Reacher's quite good.
It's a bit like a Die Hard.
Like similar far, but yeah.
I just like Keanu Reeves. I just think he's amazing. I think the first John Wick was just amazing. It was just the tops. So I'd like to see what number 4 is going to be about. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
What about Zombievers? Is that anyone's favourite film?
Oh, definitely. We've been converted between that.
Do we know anyone that actually likes that film?
I watched.
I haven't seen him in the chat.
I watched the film earlier this week, Steve. I wanted to see if you've both seen it. And it really, you know, when you watch a film out of the blue and you're like, God, that was good, and it's got a really, really like bad score, and it's called After.Life.
Oh,
have you seen it? So it's got Liam Neeson in it, and he plays like an undertaker. It's got the girl who's in Casper. I forget her name, actress's name.
Christina Ricci.
Her. She's pretty much naked throughout most of it. And then there's another the guy who plays her partner. If you do the research, you'll know it. But if you haven't seen it, I don't want to talk about it because I really would like.
No, I haven't seen it, but that's one.
I'd really like you both to watch it. I won't say what, but I'd like to talk about my theory about it. But it's an incredible movie because there's a couple of subtle things that happen in it.
Yeah.
And I went on YouTube and I typed in After.Life reviews. No one's done a review about it, and it's got an amazing. There's an amazing twist plot to it, and it's I don't know. It was a Prime Amazon Prime job. It was on my front screen. I was like, oh, watch that, and not thinking anything of it. And it was like
Sharon saying, are they going to kill John Wick's budgie this time?
Do you kill the budgie, Baba Yagas? And
PvP saying, just wondering how one would participate in the Halloween event. Would be fun, but I'm so far away. No, we're just going to have a Halloween party and just hopefully you lot turn up.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to do the place up a bit, make a bit of an effort.
Okay, mate.
Hey?
No, I was just saying, I hope work's going okay. PvP's got a few more hours.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Yeah. What have we got down here? Some videos. What's this? Some videos flicker and some don't. Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I don't know. I haven't got a clue. What's going on. I just go with the flow.
But 100%, if you've got Prime, which I'm sure you've probably got access to, gents, get it watched, because I'd love to, when you do your movie thing, just even pop on for 5 minutes and just just digest what you think happened, because I don't think I've watched a film that's got that many layers, and it's you'll watch it and you'll go, all right, and you'll question yourself throughout it, going, is this happening? Isn't it happening? Is it happening? Isn't it happening? It's got nothing to do with that. That's all I'm going to say. It's that good.
Right. So I can just ignore the first 160 odd minutes of the film and then just
no, because it's got nothing to do with the ending either. You've got to watch it. You've got to kind of watch it, because each scene has a little something. It gives you something. It's like there's little crumbs, but they're not the crumbs that they're filming. It's like they're there, but you just don't see
it won't be this. It won't be this week because I'm away. But I'll watch it the weekend and back, and then I'll be ready for the following Thursday, and we'll have a chat about it. You can come on, we'll have a chat about it.
Push day.
Yeah. Steve, are you going to do the homework this week?
Yeah, so I've actually got another copy of Love Actually today. To do that, as well as Sliding Doors, because I can't be bothered to try and find my Love Actually, because I think it's over there somewhere. So as it stands,
I went out to a couple of charity shops today to find Sliding Doors, and I couldn't see it. I'll have to go to CEX in the morning and pick it up.
Yeah, I picked up a new Blu-ray the other day. How much did I pay for it? $12.99. I went into HMV, and it's got Brian's wife in it. Hildegard. It's Anthony and Cleopatra with Charlton Heston.
Okay, yeah.
Bloody good film, and it's still expensive on DVD.
Yeah,
it's hard to get hold of. I saw the Blu-ray in there.
HMV is just so bloody extortionate for DVDs and Blu-rays at the moment. The prices of the DVDs match the prices of the Blu-ray. We found when we had the luck the other week when we were in Chester.
Yeah.
Just for the people that aren't sub to us, that we're talking homework from Movie Chats. Yeah. Every week we have a guest that comes on, or a member of the chat that comes on, and they suggest a film that everybody should watch or should watch again, or they just like people to enjoy. And we've had some corkers over the last couple of weeks. We've had Z with Big Trouble in Little China. We had Andrew with Love Actually. And he came on again this week and gave us a conundrum, because he gave us Sliding Doors, and he gave us the Butterfly Effect, and we had the chat vote on each, and the chat picked Sliding Doors. So, yeah, we watch it over the week, and then me and Steve will review it on the next week's show, and then we get the guests in the chat to give us their opinions on it, and then the cycle starts again from there.
PvP's just mentioned a really good film. I like this film with Guy Pearce, Memento. Memento, brilliant film. Really enjoyed that.
But once you've seen it and you know the ending, it's ruined for me.
Really? Yeah, but it's the same with anything. Once you know the ending, that's it.
But I would say with the Afterlife, I would say it's not like that, because you don't, unless you watch it, you're not going to see the level. But that's what I'm looking forward to talking to you guys, like, to see what you guys think. Because I might be completely barking up the wrong tree, but I'm pretty like, I need to talk to someone. I'm like, I need to talk to someone about it. I'm like, because I just think like the world's missed a corker of a film, and it's like it's slipped under the net.
Whole film. Kathy can't watch a whole film; she falls asleep.
Yeah,
Steve, James, and Chatters. Yep, Ali's in.
Hi, Ali.
Hey.
Ali hates Jaws. Ali doesn't like Jaws. She hates the film Jaws. She loves the film Jaws, don't you, Ali? Good film. Definitely. It is a good film.
Knowledgeable on the film Jaws. That's what we found out.
Yeah.
No, I just think we went too easy on that, and then we started the following week.
But Steve's wife was really good on Jaws as well, because she got the chalkboard thing right, because she got the first scene that he was in wrong on that particular episode.
Yeah, it spurred on a few conversations between them two, discussing their knowledge of Jaws for a while.
I've seen quite a few things being. Obviously, it's probably one of these dodgy things you see on eBay. You see, oh, this is a little section of the wood from the boat of the orca, and you think, is it though? Is it though?
It's a boat called orca, might not be the boat.
And like you see, I've seen things like this is part of the banister on the veranda of the house in Goonies. Is it though?
Hey, are you sure you're not looking at your store?
That's not my store.
It's my store.
My store.
That's how I'm going full time. That's how I'm going full time.
Yeah. You're just renovating your house, and there's your banister or shit.
It's taking the stairs out.
Yeah. It's a shot from the door from The Shining.
Here's a bottle that was in the restaurant on John Wick. For anyone interested.
Yeah.
The only one to survive the shoot up.
Yeah. I did have one of the glass milk bottles from the canteen in Back to the Future.
Really?
That was
really?
good. One of the prop ones.
What can I do with it?
Have a look on Instagram. It's on Instagram. Have a look, Richie Rich Star. Check out my Instagram. It's on there. But like I say,
someone recommended to us the other day that we should have an Instagram account. Just to
you should
put on some of our pickups and and stuff like that.
Like your movie. Just like your movie of the week. So if someone missed it and wants to catch up, because I tell you what, I wasn't doing that, but now you guys have said that, and I'm obviously going into full-time resale, and I want to watch some each week, so I'm definitely getting involved in that.
Well, we've got. There's a few of us that have got these 100 movie bucket list scratcher posters.
I've got that somewhere, still in the box.
Yeah, and Lana suggested to us that because there's still a few on there that I haven't seen. She said that each week I should do separate, pick one of them that I've not seen, and then for one of my pre-records is that I can do a review of that, and then move on to the next one, which is great. However, I just hate sitting in front of the camera doing pre-records. It is so difficult, and hats off to those guys that do it week in, week out.
I get that. I'm forever making mistakes. That's my issue when I try doing a pre-record. I'm not that fair.
No.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, Gary. No.
Gary's the VHS man.
Yeah, so I've got
not according to the quiz mastermind the other week.
I got one of those posters as well, Steve. But I gave Lou a bit of grief because she got it me for like my birthday or Christmas or something. And I was like, what have you got me this for? And it turns out every man and his dog has got the same bloody thing.
Yeah.
So,
my wife gave me my one for Christmas about 3 years ago, and it's just been in the box. I don't know why I haven't done it, really.
I think they must have all got recommended the same thing on Amazon.
It must have been the thing to buy your husband. Must have been the thing to buy your husband that year.
Yeah, I think
your husband.
They were all on discount and next.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Well, they've all queued up for hours to get to the next sale, and that's the first thing they've seen.
Yeah.
But
downstairs.
I am planning on working my way through that, and that might be something that you might start seeing. I think little Steve's volunteered to run the Instagram side of things.
Yeah, I do.
Because God knows there's nothing else.
I keep forgetting to use Instagram, and there's so many things I could be putting on there. I just forget. But I'm going to start using it more.
You don't forget to send me DPs though, Richard. So I'm grateful for that, mate.
Well, that's private though. Can't put that on Instagram. Elaine's saying one of her favourite films is called Harold and Maude. Anyone seen it? From 1971?
No.
I think I have heard of it. I've definitely heard of it. Oh, Neil's in. Evening, Neil. He's in. So, we've got the movie chat guys on. Like I say, most of you are subscribed. If you're not, make sure you go and do that because it is good. And to say they've got a better link videos than we have. We haven't got none of that posh stuff yet, and I've only been doing this for a while.
No, the only problem with those BTs is that you've got to work on your timing because there was a couple of occasions on Thursday gone. Steve was in the middle of something and I hit the BT button and it cuts everything off, doesn't it?
Right, guys, we're off now. Say Sarah, and he went, done. It's like, God. I didn't even finish the word bye.
The timings of the little videos were perfect, but then little Steve goes to say goodbye, and it's like it's gone, it's ended.
Bye to
no, like the song says, I've got to go home now. Bye bye.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. See ya. Gary's just finished watching The Evil That Men Do with Charles Bronson. Charles Bronson's brilliant.
Wow.
was pretty good. Typical Bronson vigilante movie. I
think I saw his post on the movie chats for that.
Yeah, good film. Very good film. So what have you guys got coming up?
Well, I've got movie chats on Thursday. Steve is away, so we're just trying to work out the finer details of that. Because obviously I need to run it. But we're all open to try and get a guest on. If not, then I'm going to try and see if I can get Steve on. But he might be in an hot tub somewhere, so that might be interesting to see.
Not a bad thing, Steve, is it?
I said to him, I can come on and do my own rendition of Hot Tub Time Machine if he wants. It might not be a pretty sight.
Where are you going? Somewhere good.
We're going to Devon for a couple of days. We're going down to Badacoo. So hopefully we can bump into Chris while we're down there. And then
he'll pretend he's not in.
Yeah, and then as we're coming back up, we're staying in Hertfordshire for a couple of days. And then so we've done all of Scotland, we've done all the North, we've done all the North Wales. So we're just working our way down south now. So last year we went to Lincolnshire and Norfolk. This year we're doing Devon and Hertfordshire. So we just find a nice little B&B or hotel that we can use as a base with hot tub and fire pit and stuff like that. And then we just go out on day trips while we're there and see what's around for the 40 miles around us.
He wants to go and shop and try and find figures and Transformers.
That might be occasion. I went to Grantham last year and come out with Worf and Quark. So yeah, it happens.
My mate Lee Pratt's on film. He's started up a YouTube channel as well. He'll be coming on soon.
Prestige is a brilliant film.
Brilliant film.
I love that film. That's awesome. The Prestige.
And that has a couple of layers potentially on that film as well.
Yeah. Is that a new one?
No, it's been out for quite a while.
It's an old one, The Prestige. It's Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale, if I remember correctly.
It is indeed. Two massive names.
Magicians.
Neil says, "Don't worry, I have a habit of leaving my lives, but I'm still running. But it's still leave lives, but it's still running with my guest, looking confused as to what's happening."
After you've watched that film as well, The Illusionist as well, watch that back to back.
Prestige and The Illusionist. One in Jessica Biel, isn't it?
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
The Prestige, nice.
Because they're both on about real magicians. They're both real magician stories, so it's really interesting to watch.
What's that other one? What's that other one where the magicians are trying to
Now You See Me
out-trick each other? No, they're trying to out-trick.
That's the Prestige.
That's the Prestige.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
And one goes in like a tank of water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. That is a good film.
At the same time, there's a movie that came out called The Illusionist, which is another. It was about the same sort of time.
Was that not the
with Ed Norton?
Yeah.
Is he getting a delay, Steve? Has he got a delay?
He's like this. He just doesn't listen to what gets said 5 minutes before anything else.
Get a word in before Steve starts talking again.
Did anybody see Nick's video when he was away? He'd stayed in a nice little place down in Cornwall? Lou. Yeah. Lovely down there. And the pasty shop that he went in, I obviously recognise that. We went down there a few years ago and there's a nice little tea room opposite, and we went for cream teas in there. I love it down there. It's a beautiful little place.
Do they not put things on the wrong way around though down there? Because my missus is from Exeter.
I know. Either Devon puts I don't know whether they put the cream on first and then the jam, and then there's somewhere else that puts the jam on first and then the cream.
It's so funny.
Getting into this debate, are we?
Yeah, it's
so
like
all you need to do is, depending on who you're with, just turn it upside down. Just be like, what you're about.
Look, you don't get a body like this by worrying which way they put the cream in the
Yeah, same as that, Steve. So let's ask the chat. Chat, cream first and then jam on a scone.
Oh God.
Or is it jam and then cream?
I'll put my vote in jam, then cream.
I'll tell you what. While I'm down in Devon, should I get them to do 2, one of each?
Yeah, and see if they taste different. See which one tastes the best.
Yeah.
I always put the cream first and then the jam. Cornwall's jam first. Sharon says just turn it over, same as James just said. Cornwall jam first. Jam and then cream. Oh, it's just jumped. Just eat it. There you go. Julie says just eat it. Jam and then cream. Here's one that might split opinions. What about Napoleon Dynamite?
I really enjoyed that movie. It's a bit of an indie movie.
I actually didn't really like it, but I didn't really like Kick-Ass either, though.
It was a bit of a hard watch. I felt like I was like struggling to watch it. I liked the dance, and then that was about it, really.
I bet you it was ahead of its time, though. I bet if you watched it,
yeah, maybe if I rewatched it, I might have a different opinion. Maybe I couldn't. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it was too intellectual. I don't know, but I just couldn't get into it.
Porky says, "Don't care which way it goes round; it all makes a turd."
And that's why Porky's called Porky.
There you go. And Lainey says, just stick it in your gob. Good girl.
Good girl.
Jam and then creamy, and says, and Elaine says it has to be plain scones, not fruity ones. Oh, I don't know. I don't mind a fruity one.
I don't mind a cheese one. Me and the wife make a real good cheese one with about like 3 different cheeses, and it's bloody. Nice. It's lovely. That with a bit of butter when it's just been made. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
He's living his best life, isn't he?
He is living the best life.
I live my best life.
We're all doing it at the minute. We're all living our best life. We're all living our best life. But yeah. So you got so Steve's away. You're doing the Thursday thing on your own.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm gonna venture out on my own and see if I can get some guests in. We just want to keep it consistent. So rather than sort of hold it back a week. What we did say is we'll hold back we picked a year and we picked a movie. Now I've still got to catch up on Love Actually anyway, but we'll hold back on the year because it turns out
what was it 2009,
2009. Yeah. So we'll hold back on the year. What was the film?
The film Sliding Doors.
Oh, that's with Gwyneth Paltrow, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Good film, that.
The reason why we're holding back on 2009 is because Chris and Steve took the piss out of me for weeks and months over Transformers, and it happens to be the highest grossing film of that year was Transformers to the Fallen. So
he literally messaged me going, "Can we wait?"
Because I just want to be there so I can say to Steve, "Have you watched it? And do you know about it?" And and was it.
I still prefer the actual movie though. I think the cartoon movie was quality, and I love the soundtrack to it. It's one of my favorite soundtracks of, like, I think Lord of the Rings is probably up there as well, the original. Yeah. But that soundtrack is like, it's got like Dare is a quality song. Even like the original intro, like it sounds awesome when you hear it on the guitar. I love film soundtracks.
It's when Dare comes on at the beginning. That's superb. And obviously you've got the touch. Yeah. Then you've got Instruments of Destruction as well while they're doing the Demolition Derby around the Quintessons. And
I really like as well when he's Weird Al Yankovic is on the Trash Planet. It's a perfect song. Put your head inside a microwave and get yourself a tan. I'm just like, it's quality.
Dead to Be Stupid, it's called. Yeah.
Dead to Be Stupid, that's it. Yeah, it's quality.
Stupid. But no, it is a brilliant soundtrack, and like you say, it's got one of the saddest moments in movie histories where Brian dies. You know, spoiler alert! If anyone's not seen
spoiler alert! It comes back. It comes back. Steve, it comes back. It comes back. It's okay.
I'm gonna get one of them soundboards so I can literally just press.
Yeah. Have the siren.
When I used to watch it as a kid, I used to get scared when Megatron become Galvatron.
Galvatron.
When he transformed, I got scared of that. I used to think it was scary the way that the body used to change. I used to think it was really weird.
When he goes through the blueprinting with Unicron.
I used to get scared of that. I used to have like nightmares as a kid. I still watched it every day.
Well, let's go. Let's say another quick plug. So Laney's got a second channel, Laney Reacts. If you haven't subscribed to that or you haven't checked it out, go and do that. And while you're at it, go and check the movie chats out as well, and subscribe and check their videos out. Subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. Napoleon Dynamite is a good shout. Perhaps on film.
I might watch that this week. I might give that a watch this week. See if I can digest it again.
I just think it's one of those indie films, isn't it? Where it's like Scott Pilgrim versus the World and stuff like that. I mean, I know that came off a novel, but that was sort of an underrated movie at the time. But that's grown quite a following. And Napoleon's the same.
Sorry, Laney.
All right, where's the unsub button? Hashtag spoiler Steve. Hi Ashley.
Should I go now and we'll keep our 68 subs? Look, if you haven't seen the film from 1986, I can't be held responsible for spoiling it. All right.
I think you waited long enough. I need to tell the story.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I watched. I think yesterday, and I watched another film yesterday. And I haven't seen it for ages. An amazing film, Dances with Wolves.
Oh
yeah.
What a brilliant film. I forgot how good it was. I absolutely forgot how good it was, but what a film.
Well, that came up in our movie chats this week, didn't it? Because Kevin Costner won the Best Picture award for it in that year's Oscars.
Yeah. Actually, Brian Blessed was telling me a story that he done a documentary called Galahad of Everest, and it was up. I think it might have been Dances with Wolves. It was definitely Kevin Costner who was up against, and he won the Best Actor award for a documentary over Kevin Costner's Dancing with Wolves. I think it was. He won the Best Actor award, and he was doing. It wasn't even an acting. It was just a documentary about Galahad of Everest. One of his many stories he's told me.
Brilliant.
Sorry, I've just had to open a window because I've borrowed Lana's ring light that she uses for reselling.
Yeah.
And it's right on me, and I'm sweating. So if you see all the sweat lips coming off it, that's why. Because Chris was taking the piss out of me during the week, saying I need to get lighted, and now I've got it, I'm sweating. So it's I might go back to be sitting in the dark for our next live.
I won't be wearing a t-shirt next time because I've got all these lights on. I've got a blooming jukebox running. I've got lights down here. I've got lights up there.
If you open your door, though, Richard, you must get cold super quick.
Yeah, if I open the door, the blooming dogs will end up coming in and causing havoc and knocking everything over. Because, basically that there, James said, "Oh, what's that there?" He said, "It looks like a ghost." I said, "It's a blooming curtain hiding all the rubbish." Sorry, not rubbish. Not rubbish. Quality merchandise.
You just need to get some blow up palm trees, Rich, around you, and sit there in the vest stop and pretend you're in one
of them flowery necklaces like that.
Like Richard from Benidorm or somewhere, and you're sat.
Just get a green screen. It's easier, isn't it? I ain't got to faff about with it. I'll just put a green screen up and just make out I'm on some palm beach. It's all good. I say it's all going to be moved about again anyway for the Halloween party, and then it's going to be moved around again for the Christmas. So yeah, it's never ending.
I bought my first jumper for our Christmas special today.
Have you?
Yeah.
Very nice.
One of many, I'm sure, are going to be very, very knockout. Anything that makes me want to vomit in a jumper mod, I'm just buying.
What's that say? Laney's saying, did you watch Hunted or Race Across the World, Steve?
We started Race. Didn't watch Hunted. We started the Race.
Good.
I think we got about half hour into the first one, but we watched it just after the live on Thursday night. So I need to give it another shot, I reckon, and get through a whole episode. But it looks like it could be promising. I haven't watched Hunted yet.
Yeah, because you got 2 seasons, I think, of Race Around the World. So that's quite easy to binge. I think it's like 7 or 8 episodes. So it's good to watch because you'll start wanting to be like, oh, what's going to happen, and then Hunted's just. I prefer the normal Hunted than the celebrity one personally. I don't think the celebrity one's as good, but I think because if me and say us 4 are all on the run now and we're up for £100,000, the celebs it's not going to mean as much to them, and to us it's like life-changing money. It's like right, let's get involved.
Chump change to them, isn't it?
The only problem with
I know what happened with Richard. Richard had just hiding that shed. They never find him.
The only problem with the only problem with the celebrity specials is that it's all for charity. So they don't take it seriously anyway, because they're not bothered if they win £100 or £100,000, because it's all going to charity anyway.
Yeah.
And it sort of takes you see it when they're on like The Chase or like Tipping Point or anything like that. They're just for the comedy value, aren't they?
Yeah.
However, I do like shows, the celebrities like Taskmaster and stuff like that.
Yes.
So if you're looking for like a proper good celebrity show that is just take the piss and that's the whole aim of it, just go and watch Taskmaster.
Yeah. And also to see celebrities for themselves.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that have been on Taskmaster that I've watched and I maybe didn't get on with them in their role or their series. And then them as a person are just absolutely hilarious. Like there's certain people that have just won that and that are just amazing. But it's all on Channel 4 now. They bought it off Dave, haven't they? So
all 10 seasons on Channel 4 now, aren't they?
My mum's a bit behind. She must have a bit of lag. She said jam first. So we were talking about that.
I imagine what your mum's done, Richard.
She must have
pressed pause. No, she's pressed pause, but the chat's live. Yeah. But if you pause it, the chat's live. So she's obviously watching us in the past.
Maybe she just dozed off for 10 minutes. Someone said about The Detail. Jack, was it the film The Detail? Jack Nicholson.
Oh yeah,
the last Detail. Well, a film from the 70s. The Last Detail.
Yeah, that's what he said, wasn't it?
Not heard
I'll add that to my list as well with Another Life.
Yeah.
Afterlife, sorry.
After.life. Yeah, don't type in Afterlife on YouTube or whatever. You just get a load of people going.
Ricky Gervais show up on Afterlife.
Oh, Ricky Gervais, yeah, potentially, yeah.
I'm still waiting for the new blooming No Time to Die. I want to go and see that for my brother. You never got to see that one. I was watching.
To be fair, the way they keep delaying it, we might not get to see that bloody film.
Well, I done a video at Denham Car Boot Sale up near Pinewood, probably the best part of a year ago, probably 11, 12 months ago now. And we were at this car boot and he had a No Time to Die crew jacket on. And someone was asking him about it. And like he said, oh no, keep delaying it. And that was like say, that's going back sort of nearly 12 months. So
is he still due this year or have they delayed it until next year?
No, it's supposed to be coming out, I think, in the next month or two. It's supposed to be out soon. I think they started putting a trailer out for it.
Well, we've had the trailer for about 2 years.
Yeah. But I think they've redone the trailer. But so there's supposed to be that coming out. So I'm going to go and see that for him. But there's a few good films coming out. Definitely like to go and see some. I say the last film I saw at cinema was Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. That's the last one I went to.
6 years ago, something like that.
It's got to be 4, isn't it? 5 years ago, Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
It's not 6.
No,
it's about 4.
I'm talking COVID years, by the way. I had 4.
Has The Kingsman come out yet? The new film hasn't, I don't think.
No, just.
That's another one that looks good.
Yeah, so we've got Bond. Bond's coming out. That's the next big one that's really coming out. Is going to be Bond.
Yeah.
And then pretty much after that is Spidey. No. Let There Be Carnage, and then Spidey. I think it is. I think it's that way around it. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to Carnage. Okay. Yeah. Obviously, I think Tom Hardy and Venom was superb. I'm just hoping that Disney and Sony can get together and bring Carnage and Venom in with Spidey. Instead of introducing a new Spidey, bring Tom Holland in and bring it all together, you know.
Yeah.
Because that was what was rumoured, that they were trying to bring Miles Morales in as Spider-Man with Venom and Carnage. And I just think it'll just splinter it too much if you're going to have different versions of the same. Well, it's not even the same character, but different universes run at the same time, because they're doing it with the Batman as well as the DCU, aren't they? So it's it will just complicate it, and it will just flood the market too much with comic films. The big question is who's Doc Ock saying hello Peter to? Which Peter is he talking to?
Or his version all day.
The Tobey Maguire. You're expecting Tobey Maguire.
Because the bridge scene, it's two different areas. I've watched it way too much. I just love it way too much. And I'm just like, yeah, I love it. I just, anything Marvel, for me, it's my cup of tea. I met Stan Lee. I got to meet him. I met him as Deadpool.
We had that on Would I Lie to You?
2 years before the film came out, I met him as Deadpool. So it wasn't like I went as Deadpool because of a film. I went there in full comic mode Deadpool. And ever since then, I just like, he's the coolest celebrity I ever met. And yeah, I had the photo next to him. I said, thank you so much for coming. And he said, no, thank you. And I was just like, wow, you know.
Would you be upset if there wasn't multiple Spider-Men?
No, I'd be fine. But there will be.
I think there 100% is.
I think there 100% is, and I think it's a worst kept secret.
I think they'll all be there.
Yeah, I think they'll all be there. I don't think they'll be there as much as what we want. I think they'll keep us guessing, and I think then they'll appear. There's no reason why they won't be there.
Do you think any of them would have had little baby spiders?
I just hope it's not a case of Tom's Spider-Man swinging through the background of a re-imaged fight between Andrew Garfield's Batman and Spider-Man and Jamie Foxx's character, and then he jumps through a portal, and then you see Tobey Maguire fighting Doc Ock. And then that's it. That's all you get is that 30 seconds of him bouncing around the universes, because, you know, that was we've had something similar already, haven't we, with Into the Spider-Verse, and that's sort of that idea.
I think they did that actually really well, to be fair, and they were all there anyway. So I just believe they will do, because they're going to do this now, and we're going to think the whole point is. You're going to watch that and you think your mind's blown. And then Doctor Strange is going to come out and it's just going to go, you have no idea. Like, we're talking Fantastic Four's going to be in there. You know, there's going to be mutants that are going to appear in there. Everyone that we think is just going to be there.
Well, the Phase 4 stuff at the moment, and again, guys, spoiler alerts, and I'm going to put this out there now before I say anything. WandaVision's taking it one way. Loki's taking it another way, and then Doctor Strange gone, well, I'm ignoring both of those shows and I'm doing my own thing. None of it is linked so far in Phase 4.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's going to be a big reveal come the end of Phase 4 that it is all interlinked. But the character Kang, who is meant to be Kang the Conqueror, which is meant to be the big bad for Phase 4. In the comics, the only person that could really defeat him was Ultron. So are they bringing Ultron back to Phase 4? Because obviously you've lost Vision, and Vision was the embodiment for Ultron originally, and are they going to try and do something with that? I don't know.
Vision's there though. Don't forget the grey version of him is alive.
Yeah, but again, it's how they tie it all together, because none of it's making sense at the moment of any of the things.
I think that's exactly kind of what we don't want it to be together yet, and I think that's exactly why they'll link it all together, and it will make sense definitely. They said, well. They know what they're going to do. You know, when they did Iron Man and all that, I imagine somewhere along the path they had an idea where they were going to go, and I think it's exactly the same as this. I think they're just very clever, and I don't think they're going to mess this up. There's no way they're going to mess this up.
No, but the only other time that they tried to tie it into TV shows was, if you think about it, was Iron Man 3, 4 Dark World, and the one that came after that, and they tied it into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., didn't they?
Yeah.
So they delayed showing a couple of episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because they had clips and clues and Easter eggs of those films in that series. And now Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't look like it's part of the MCU at all, or even Marvel canon at this particular point.
Are you fully up to date on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah.
Because what if is canon as well.
Now I haven't seen any of the what if.
You need to watch that, because the last episode it'll link them all together, all the people on it, and they're going to fight the person who you just mentioned, Ultron. Because the final what if is, what if Ultron won?
Oh, okay.
And he's there as a beast in like God mode. So you're gonna see, we'll see how that plans out. But you mentioned Ultron being around, and this might link it through, and that's a way of how that comes about.
Nice.
Yeah, there's so much happening. The last one that was just on was Marvel Zombies, and that was just sensational.
That was the Hulk one, though, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, what if Hulk came back and different? But the one before has been my favourite. The Doctor Strange one is by far the best one I've seen.
Yeah, I'm waiting to binge watch them all. I hate watching stuff weekly. I hate the way they're starting to release it on a weekly episode basis. Just give me the whole series and just let me watch it. You know.
I get that.
But then there will be lots of spoilers then on every show that I do, because Steve takes months watching anything. I don't think he's watched the end of WandaVision yet.
I have watched WandaVision. Thank you very much.
There's the link in the chat. There's the link highlighted again for the guys' channel.
Thanks, guys.
Would love to see a standalone Silver Surfer film. Enough plot with Norrin Rad to do it. So do we think? So there was a good question earlier. Do we think cinemas are going to recover after COVID?
Not in the same way it was.
Not in the same way, but I think they'll still recover.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is that if they continue on this trend with the movies coming out quite soon afterwards, if they don't book that trend, then people are just going to wait. It'll be the special occasion to go out, but the prices of cinemas even before COVID, it wasn't a 10 quid trip. You were spending 50 quid plus for a couple of you to go and popcorn and whatever else. So it becomes more of a going out rather than a regular thing.
It's like a big day out, isn't it?
Yeah, well, this is it.
I'll tell you the sweets and the stuff.
They either drop the prices of the tickets and the price of the experience in total, or they stop this where these movies are available on Sky Movie Premiere and all them jazzy things by about a month later than they were released.
Because Disney's doing it. I think Disney's made their decision on. I agree with you. Disney have made their decision on cinemas. They're kind of like, if it's our film, like, because they did it with is it Cruella de Vil or whatever? I've not seen it yet, but
I haven't seen it. It's on Sky now. You get it on Sky on telly.
I don't think they've made their decision on cinema. I think what they've done is that they've gone down the HBO Max route, where they're going to say the film's coming out on my streaming service the same time Joe Public can go to cinema to see it.
Yeah.
What they should do, and they never learned from when they did it with Mulan, and they haven't learned when they did it with Black Widow, is that if you're spending £20 on the early access for the film, when the Blu-ray comes out, you should get the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Okay, and that Sky did that, didn't they, with the buy-in key? That's how Disney should do it with the new releases.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind spending £20 if I'm going to get a physical copy of the film come through.
Yeah.
And even if you give me a special edition Disney printed sleeve to say it was early access, something like that, and make it worth spending the £20 for. What they're doing at the moment is that they're doing the £20, and then underneath it says Black Widow's free to watch on the 6th of October.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that if I don't go to cinema and I don't get this film 6 weeks later after being released, I'm getting it for free on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
And you're not getting your DVD sales, you're not getting your Blu-ray sales, because I can watch it as many times as I want live on your stream. and you're costing me £7 a month for it.
Yeah, I get that, mate. You're talking about one of the biggest franchises that could easily do that. It cost them nothing.
Yeah, cost them nothing. A couple of pence to print a disc or a sleeve and send it out.
What an experience!
Yeah, I've never thought of this like that. My mate Lee's just put. I heard that the reason the food and drinks are so expensive at the cinemas is because they make barely any money from the tickets. It all goes to the studios.
Yeah.
Any confirmation on this? I mean, I don't know for sure. But
it's like going into the pub, isn't it? You go into the pub and you order a pint of Coke. They've made more profit on the pint of Coke than they have done on the pint of lager.
Yeah.
Because it's just the syrup, isn't it? The syrup in the soda stream.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bonkers.
AVP's planning to go and see the new Bond film in the theatre. Must see it on the big screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good film to go and see. I'm going to watch that for my brother anyway. But
I'm lucky. Ours is pretty set. It's not too bad really. I think for us to go to the cinema, I think is it on a Wednesday or Tuesday? So it's only like a couple of quid. It's like £3 or something. They like a special. Yeah. So I pay like an extra £1 on that price, and I just go in the VIP area. I just prefer the seats if I'm sat there for like 2 hours, and also even if I had the tallest person in front of me, I've never had any issues with someone blocking me on the screen.
Our local cinemas, we placed all their seats with recliners.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
So can you so VIP or not, you're in a recliner. So I take Lana to see films and she falls asleep in the normal seats. Never mind when she's all reclined back on the big leather. She'll be well away before the start of credits have finished.
That's how good are the like going to see a film in 4D at the big IMAX things? I've never ever done it.
Oh, amazing! I watched Man of Steel, and I've watched a couple of the Lord of the Rings, and I just think it's worth going. Just for an experience. I wouldn't do it all the time, but I really enjoyed my experience doing it.
The only IMAX film I've seen is The Meg.
Oh, no, that's a good one.
I bet that was a bit freaky with a bloody shark coming out at you.
Yeah, the bit where it's coming towards the glass window. That's bonkers. But
I think I watched Star Trek. I don't know which one it was, but it was the one whereabouts ended up on this. It started off on a planet whereabouts it was pink, and they were throwing spears and that was a bit weird because that was like
that's the first one. That's just Star Trek.
Yeah. So that's the one I watched. I watched that as well when that.
No, that's Into Darkness. Sorry,
Into Darkness. Yeah, I didn't think it was the first one. Yeah, because the first one is all about him pretty much nicking a ship and being a rebel.
That's right. Yeah.
Tam and Bell saying, "I'm showing my age." But we went to a Saturday cinema kids club, and it was £2.50. You saw a movie, got a bag with a bottle of juice, packet of crisps, and a wee bag of pick and mix. Love it. Bell. Yeah, nice. You don't get that now.
No,
you don't get that now. A little bag of sweets will probably cost you the best part of £5 or £6.
Me and my cousins used to go on a weekend, and you could be there all day just watching movie after movie. It really didn't cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's £15 plus a ticket sort of thing.
Yeah, that's hard.
That wouldn't appeal to me. When I looked after our local pub for a week, the landlady said if you have a lock-in, just soft drinks or spirits, no. Oh no, I didn't see that bit. Or spirits, no beer. Well, I'm all right. Bring out the gin. Bring it on.
Literally cleared the gin out.
in Brighton, where you're at, Rich, used to, I don't know if it's the case, but on the marina, I think I used to pay £12 a month for unlimited film access. That was
that's a nice cinema. That's a nice cinema.
Quality. I used to love that. Basically, and I started with my mate's cinema club. So my wife, my best man at my wedding, all three of us used to just binge watch a film every single Friday, and we said like
the marinas. The Brighton Marina's wicked because you go and see a film and they've got some nice restaurants down there. But last film we went to see there was they readapted Titanic into 3D.
Yeah,
and it was all right, but it obviously wasn't made as 3D, so it wasn't as good. But it was okay. But it's a wicked place to go and watch film down there. Last few Bond trailers look like will be great action film, all tied up plot. Threads of the Craig films. Really hope they pull it off. I'm sure it'll be all right. We've got Peter, the reseller kid in. Hello, Peter. Hope you're good, mate.
Evening,
bud.
I hope you're good. So I think we'll start thinking about wrapping this up now. But it's been really good having you two guys on. Thanks for being the guinea pigs on the new game. I think it went well. People seem to enjoy it. you know, we've enjoyed it. I've definitely enjoyed having you on. It's been great.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, it's been really good. Thanks for coming on. Like I say, if you haven't subbed to these guys, go and check out their Movie Chats channel. Go and subscribe, watch their videos, and let's get them a few subs. I'm no big channel myself. I haven't got millions of subscribers to send over, but you know, I'm struggling to get subscribers myself.
But you know, hope people enjoy
it. And that's what it is. It's a support because you know I love you. I love what the way your channel's going and that. And you know, like I say, I've got none of that little flash, little videos, like little bridging videos that you've got on your channel. I've got none of that. Yeah, I'll have to pick Steve's brain on that one. But yeah, but thanks for all popping in. We've still got 36 in, which is absolutely nuts. Thanks for coming over, guys. Next Saturday it's me and James, and you know we'll have something a bit different going. I suppose I suppose there'll be a bit of madness going on, and yeah, I'm sure we'll have another game or so to play.
Definitely.
So we'll have to rack our brains this week on that one. But yeah, thanks for coming over, guys. 37 if you're still in. Appreciate it so much. I know time's precious, and I appreciate you spending it with us.
Definitely.
Say, go and sub to these guys, 100%, and we'll see you next week. Same time, same place.
Thank you, guys.
Be there or be square. See you later.